everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. We are fully layering up and loading up on all of the things. Kitty, he's just laying there. He's allowed. Moose is laying right on the floor by my chair. And Kitty wanted to walk over to get up in my lap, and she kind of walked into him, and then she was like, I'm gonna get you for that. And he's like, I'm just a little puppy. Kitty, if you want to come around this way, it's fine, but watch out for his tail. You're in the tail zone. Yeah, you want to come up here? It's a bit of a crowded for children floor. Hi, how's Earbugs? Hello, Scarlet. Earbugs is good. He's not dead yet. That's a good sign. We love that for him. I mean, he's kind of dead because he's an undead, but you know. We're saving those puns for a different day. Today is... Oh, there we go. We got some sound and everything. Today is very exciting day because I want to begin with no expectations, an open mind, a positive attitude, and what else? Patience? Discipline? Snacks? I don't know. I want to try to start working on the Felcycle thing. So I pulled up the Wowhead guide. I haven't really looked at any of it yet. So my theory... Oh, are we going to get a move? You want to lay on the bed, or are you just going to lick the bed? That's a bit strange. It's a bit of a weird thing you're doing. You know, see yourself. Bonkers took them this long to solve it. Yeah, technically not quite done. That's what... Oh. Where did you get that? Hang on, there's a piece of, that's cardboard. Kitty, be very careful, okay? I'm just gonna go get that so he doesn't eat it. Did you get that out of the trash? Lucy, that's not a shopping box. That's not a shopping box. Sometimes he sees, like, recycling bins and the like, and he goes, ah yes, a place for me to shop. This is a store for dogs, and he'll like stick his nose in there and decide if he wants anything. Are you gonna lay down? Yeah, you're just kind of doing your rounds. But yeah, as I was saying, I have lots of things to keep me warm. We've got toe oven, we've got ridiculous amount of fuzzy wool layers, we have a hot pot of tea, some old tea bag for the back of the cupboard. Don't care what it is, just needed it to be hot. Got a cat. I got the Wowhead guide, and I haven't looked at it, so I want to read and get started, and we'll just do our best here, you know? Like I said, no expectations. It'll be fun. Dog. I love dogs. Hello, Mr. Moose. What equivalent that the beaver can chew on? This a new layer? Oh, no. I've had this for years and years and years. I got this probably 5, 10... I don't know, a long time. It's long enough that I should probably look into investing in a pill shaver if I want it to look brand new, because that's the thing that makes, like, new knit things look new, is that they're not pilled yet. And I find that no matter how careful you are in your life, your things will pill eventually if they're natural fibers. And sometimes if they're unnatural fibers. But I just pick them off like an animal. Okay. Let's see. Before I get started, I want to say hi to stream, warm up my feet, and drink a little tea first, because I feel like this is going to be kind of a project, and we're just going to try not to get overwhelmed. And I am in danger of getting overwhelmed because I'm a little toast today. Does Moose shed enough that you can make a sweater out of it? I don't know if it would be a good sweater. He's not like woolly like a poodle. He's got like long coarse hairs that can like go boing, a little bit like a needle. It keeps him warm though. He seems to like it. I was joking about getting him a parka for wintertime, but then I was like, I don't want to cook my dog. I think he's actually quite satisfactory in his heat. I think he's got a good coat. It works for him. He likes it outside. He likes the cold. Okay. Should I make anything? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I think I'm procrastinating. It's itchy. Spending the day making them Rice Krispies and dipping them in pink and blue melted candy, doing the same with the gluten-free Oreos. Oh, there's a day. Is that like a holiday thing, or is that just a good day? Good morning. Good morning. Do you want to read this Wowhead guide with me? Let's take a look at what we need, because there's a whole big list This is what we're looking at right now. I want to be very clear when I say in the title that I'm like doing the secrets. I'm not solving anything. We all understood that, but just in case anyone thinks I'm confused, I know I'm not solving anything. My plan is to follow the nicely laid out guide that smarter people have written for me here on Wowhead. So I'll drop the link to this in the Twitch chat if anybody's looking for this. You could also just Google Wowhead Felcycle guide and you'll get here pretty easy. This is the full guide. It is a work in progress. There is a quick guide. I'm gonna maybe have that in another tab and not worry about it just yet. So they're not fully finished. They're working on this, and then there's gonna be 2 more after that that are supposed to like unlock some hidden function of the Felcycle that we don't know what it is yet. That's a much later me problem. Muffin. I want to do this in a lovely, orderly fashion. I don't know how long it's going to take. It will most likely take more than just the one stream. But yeah, it seems like a fun thing to work on stream. Baba B5, thank you very much for the 27-month Risa. Welcome back. Appreciate it. People speculate flying. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. I think that would be the most likely thing, but you never know. Which part are you on? The beginning. But I do have the detective title, so that's something. We did this at least. We earned the Azeroth's greatest detective thing. So let me look. They want a detective title, a perky pug, Dog Saran or Yip Saran, Twitching Eyeball, All-Seeing Eyes, or Gifted N'Zoth. I want to do as much of this by myself as possible. Fishing. As many of the different lucky items as you can reasonably get. Most can be purchased off the auction house. That feels like that's going to get expensive. Well, we'll have a little look-see. Scroll of Fellbinding. Or be a warlock. I don't want to be a warlock. At least 3 of the secret pets preferably leveled. See suggestions in this news post or in the Zufu pet guide article for the fight. Many of the items in this table... This is so non-definite. Normally with WoW stuff, it's like, well, you get this thing and then you do it. And I'm like, well, if you just bring what you can. Fledgling Warden Owl, I'm pretty sure I have. But let me take a look and see how we're doing on all this. Look at part 8. Okay, so let me turn this off so our frame rate's all good. Requirement number 1, detective title. Check. Alright, that's good. Requirement number 2, perky bug. You know what I'm gonna do actually, is I'm gonna make some notes as I go of stuff that I need to get if there's anything that I want to farm before we start. But we have a perky bug. So that's number 2. Dog Saran or Yip Saran costume. I'm sure I don't have those on me, so I'm gonna look up where you get them. Looks like you can be purchased in Asuna. 25,000 gold. That can't be right. How much? Hang on. I should find out. How much gold is this gonna cost me? Why did I think this was gonna be free? What about Dog Saran? Is Dog Saran the budget one? Nope. Ah, jeez. Relabeled knockoff of an old Hallows End costume. Don't mind me thinking about oh. No, we're probably just gonna have to buy that. Alright. Do I want Dog Saran or... No, Dog Saran for sure. So we're gonna make a little checklist item. We're gonna have to get that. Dog dash Saran. Perky Pug just scooted. Oh man, my graphics. Twitching Eyeball or All-Seeing Eyes or Gifted N'Zoth. I feel like I did that, so I must have the thing, but let's take a look. Eyeball. I do have the Twitching Eyeball, so that's check. We got that sorted. Oh, what's blinking over here? Fishing learned. Totally fine. I'm gonna make a note here about lucky items. And we're gonna come back to that and kind of investigate them one at a time. I'm curious what the deal is, because it seems like the amount that you have or that you need is variable. So it's like, how miserable is my life going to be if I'm really lazy is my question. We'll look that up. Scroll of Fellbinding or be a warlock. So I'm gonna need the scroll because I'm not being a warlock. Earbugs ain't playing today. This is a retail thing. Scroll of Fellbinding. The secret pets I'm not super worried about, but let's take a look right now at the Zufu strategy guide because it's possible that I don't have the specific ones that they want. So, Jeremy Fiesel. Jeremy Feasel. Isn't this just the Dark Moon Fair one? Is the whole thing that you're beating the Dark Moon Fair fight with the secret pets? Anyway, there's 16 of 26 things here. They're all slow. That's fine. Most of them are RNG. Some of them are not. Do we have like a... We can sort by star rating. What is this? A trophy? This is the Wicker Pup, Wishwing, and Snowclaw Cub. What is a Snowclaw Cub? Do I have one? That's a good thing to find out. Pet journal. Because a Wicker Pup, done, fine. Phoenix Wishwing, no problem. Done. Named Helen. Snowclaw. Snowclaw Cub, leveled. Problem solved.
Alright. I dropped my pen. I dropped my pen.
How did it go so far?
Sorry, kitty, hang on.
That one's gone. We're just gonna go ahead and use another pen. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do while I'm thinking about it is I'm literally just gonna import the rematch string and the script for that into rematch. We're gonna make a new team. Create a new copy and we're gonna call it you can overwrite the existing one. I don't really like my own team anyway. There's my Jeremy Feasel team. We're gonna tap a script onto it. And then that's kind of sorted for that particular day. Okay. So, what else was I doing here? Any sentimental pens? Can't say that I do. I don't... It's the kind of thing that I lose too often for it to justify getting it. I'm gonna have to buy the costume. Step works for everyone in the area. But then I'm a big ol' mooch. And as a person that is a self-aware big ol' mooch, might be worth to avoid mooching. You know, then people can mooch off of me. Although 25k gold doesn't grow on trees. Dog Saran. I'll put in brackets or mooch. The lucky items, the scroll of fellbinding. How else were we doing? We were looking at... Okay, 3 secret battle pets, level to 25. They're already leveled, that's great. As many of the items in this table. Alright, where's the table? Oh, jeez. We're gonna just say table items, and then we're gonna have a count. I'll come back to that, because there's a whole list. And then the last thing is a fledgling ward now, which I'm pretty sure I have, but I'm just gonna double check. Fledgling. I feel like I'm doing my mise en place for making dinner. I'm like taking out all the ingredients and setting them up all cute before I start. Yeah, fledgling ward now, totally fine. How is stream and gaming going? Stream's good. Stream's good. Gaming's alright. I'm in like a comfortable rut where I'm doing the same things that I always do. But I like them, so I don't want to change. I've been doing some hardcore. I've been doing a little bit of gold making. That was what I was going to do today before I remembered that I could start the Felcycle thing. I don't know what model my glasses are. I got them at my optometrist. Okay. Dark Moon Fair is not up. It is the 12th of December today, so that's not relevant. So, Dog Saran are matching. Lucky item, Scroll of Fellbinding. Let me look into the Scroll of Fellbinding. What is that? Is it made by somebody? Sold by a wandering merchant for 500 gold. Again, Asuna. Should I take like a little... Let's just take a little trip to Asuna. Let's just do that early. We can just kind of stormwind Asuna, go shopping maybe. Take a little walk up the street. Not be in a big hurry. And you know, we have... What is gold if not to come and then to go? My channel points live to see another day. They do. They do. We were very safe. Or at least we didn't die. We were talking about what we should do if we like run out of time for hardcore. Like we know we're not going to stream it anymore, but like, you know, they're not dead yet. And options include packing it up for later, staging a skit, a lethal skit. It's going to go soon. Soon is good. Why run out of time? Same thing that happened last time with hardcore. Something else comes out and I know I'm moving on. I think it's good for me to be realistic about that. If there's something else that feels more timely or that I would prefer to do or that I feel would make better content, then I'm probably just going to do that and not like stick with things. Hazel, the mount for the current raid dropped for me last week. Congratulations! I am not at all jealous. That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna like RP walk up this road. There's purchased Vashti the Wandering Merchant. Apparently sells all kinds of stuff. I didn't know about this vendor. Did the Mythic Plus announcement for 1107 Beyond do anything for you? I'd be lying if I said I'd read it, but I heard some friends talking about how there's going to be more crests, which seems fine, seems good. Better supply of gilded crests, can't argue with that. No complaints from me. Okay, well maybe I'm not gonna like RP walk. Maybe I'll just like regular run up there. Or I guess I could walk on a mount. Where's a ground mount that I don't? Yeah, here's a ground mount. I don't use this very often. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing why. It's only mildly upsetting. Undercity elevator. You never know. Oh, gravity. Gravity comes for us all. I still have a kitty cat right here. That's what you can see, as you can see 5% of Miscure. It's so cute. Stay in the office where it's nice and warm. I turned the heat on in here. Oh man. It's not even really colder than normal outside, but I think there's some wind that is making it feel Arctic. It was... that was some wind with some feeling this morning, so it looks like we're taking the left fork here. Let's run on up and keep an eye out for a vendor. There's two things that I might care to purchase here. Oh, you know what? I have an enchant I can sell. 2,500 gold that we might get to keep. Okay. I haven't really started doing any of the secrets. I want to kind of do my shopping, so to speak, my collecting. You know, one thing that I actually didn't consider is whether or not this vendor's up all the time. I see a patrol, obviously. But... nothing... You know, the terrible thought crossed my mind that maybe it's not always up. However, people aren't talking about trying to catch it up, so maybe it's just always up. I may have run past it. That's possible. Hello. Something to do with demon hunters over there. All the things telling me stuff that's not important right now. He's pretty much constantly up. Oh, okay. Did the Mythic Plus announcement do anything for you? Happy? Excited? What are you thinking? I see people. Oh, here we go. Alright, there's Vashti. Sells all kinds of stuff. Esthetician's coupon book. Unlimited free haircuts, that's funny. Stone of Prophecy. There's Dog Saran, and there's the Scroll of Fellbinding. I'm gonna try and mooch. Am I? Do I want to? I might try to mooch, and then if it's not working, I can come back and then say I told me so. Well, at least we got the Scroll of Fellbinding anyway. Let's take a look at lucky items from the lucky items list. There was a whole big thing of them, and I'm sure a lot of them are auction houseable, but those might take up my gold instead. What expansion? This zone is from the Legion expansion. The content I'm doing was added in the War Within, though, the recent one. Okay, I was gonna look and see about a lucky horseshoe? No. Lucky. Let's just search for lucky and see what happens. Lucky Dragon Claw? Lucky Charm? Original Lucky Charm or better Lucky Charm? Quite Lucky? Quite Lucky. Well, that one's cheap. Let's get one of those. What about a Lucky Shirt? Extremely Lucky. Lucky Duck? Is the Lucky Duck like a... Lucky Duck is a toy. Alright, fine. Do I have a Lucky Duck? Sounds like the kind of thing I might have. I do have a Lucky Duck. Alright, well that's 3. What's the deal with the Tortollan Charm? Doesn't sound like something I got. I don't know. No Lucky Doos needed? Game still feels underdeveloped. Why? That's a great question. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where we're going with this. I'm a little nervous. It's for the slot machine. I'm just kind of getting my ducks in a row before I start, so I don't know anything about what's involved later. Wowhead Guy just said get as many as you can. I have 3. Maybe that'll be good. We'll go ahead with 3 and then we'll come back if it's a problem. Let's just say we're lucky. And then let's take a look at this table and see how many things that we can get from that. So, the table was this one right here. Any mount with blood in its name. Do you need all 3 or do you just need any one? I guess is a good question. All 3 of solo. Okay. Let's check and see if we have the toy, because the pet and the mount I'm sure we have. I do have the toy. I've got a throbbing blood orb. And then pet-wise, we have all kinds of blood things. I've got a blood boil. That's got to work. That's got the word blood without even anything else extra in it. And then for mounts, we have a Bloodfang Widow. We've got a Najatar Blood Serpent. We've got a Blisterback Blood Tusk. That's gross. Yeah. Blood in its name. Blood Serpent seems good. So that's it. For the Corrupt Altar, Corrupt. And then either... Oh, okay. Toy of Ring of Broken Promise. Let me check the toy, the mount and the pet first. I think those are going to be fine. We have lots of stuff. I've got a Corrupted Hippogriff. That seems fine. Or a Corrupted Dreadwing. Or a Corrupted Firehawk. What about over here? Toy Mog mount. Over here. Okay, I am confused enough to think there's something funky going on, so we're just gonna move on from that. If you are a real person in the future, I would advise you try to stick to one topic and see how that goes. Anyways, we got lots of corrupted pets, we got corrupted mounts. For toys, they specifically wanted... hang on, I lost it. Oh gosh, too many tabs. Already too many tabs. Oh, thanks. I mean, you could have mod. It has been offered before. If you want the power. Just do Jive, just in general. What are we saying? We're gonna say Ring of Broken Promises or a Cursed Tome of the Sargerai. So let's see. Or the Ring of Broken... Oh, I have Ring of Broken Promises. It's amazing the kind of things that you have that I have no idea that I had. Alright. Well, that's fine. And then any cloak with the same appearance of Cloak of Overwhelming Corruption. So as far as I can tell, I can just mog that now if I wanted. Just to have done with it. Cloak. That's infinite potential. That's not right. Cloak of Overwhelming Corruption. That's a Terrace of Endless Spring drop. Huh. Because I have, these are all remix cloaks. Grab items as you need once you're at the point where you share what you own with their players. I want to kind of get my... I like doing it this way. These are remix cloaks. I guess I won't worry about that for now. We'll get to that later. Sister of Temptation, I'm pretty sure we have. So this is for the Lust Altar. Yeah, mine's named Agatha. Steamy Romance Novel Kit Toy. Oh no! Crafted by Legion Inscription. Is it sellable? Is it buyable?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Yes, but it's very expensive. Yikes. Oh. Alright. Transmog Fully Naked or Moreau's favorite polish. I think I have the polish. 40,000 gold. You know what I'm gonna do actually before I press the buy button? Is we're gonna undermine exchange. Pull up this. It says it's a toy. So yeah, it looks like I could get it for if I go to Illyria, I can get it for like 3,500 gold. Let's just do that, shall we? Let me go back to... We're gonna go back to Donegal. I'm gonna warbank a little bit of gold. And I'm gonna go see if I can buy one somewhere else. My realm is very expensive. My realm is smart. They know that there's collectors here, and there's probably somebody doing that on purpose. In Undermine, we trust. Okay. Let's do the warbank thing real quick. That's a good tip to have if you're ever like wanting to buy a pet or a toy or a transmog, or even something like a piece of profession, like an enchant, like a profession. Actually, enchants might be, I don't know, piece of profession equipment that you know you want to get a green one, and you want to get it cheap, but the ones in your realm are like 10k plus. Just buy it on a different realm. Use Undermine Exchange to find out where the cheapest realm is that has it, and you can just do that. I'll show you how. So we're gonna go make a character on the relevant realm. So here, this is the one I'm looking for. And your character is gonna need to be level 10, so an allied race is good. The number of level 10 Volterra I've made and deleted because of Undermine. You could indeed commission someone from chat. Possible. Doesn't sound like me. I, for a streamer, weirdly antisocial. Like doing things in the most solo possible way. I more or less just turn on my stream and then live my life the same way that I would if I wasn't streaming. Me with Void Elf Priest. I usually go Dark Irons and I don't know why. Any allied race would work. Because, these ones I just kind of... I'm pretty sure that they just port you there pretty quick. And because you can mount, I have an auction house mount, so I just use that. You don't want to be questing through any intros or anything. Oh, that's a hot cup. Hot cup. You're only incidentally here. It's like National Geographic. So if a eagle swoops into my office and starts attacking me, and we're locked in a life or death battle of survival, you can't call the authorities because that's... Actually, I don't know which authorities you would call. Doesn't matter. That's not what we're doing. What we are doing is we are going to pull open our warbank with the distance inhibitor, which you can strangely enough cast while moving.
Something tells me we will speak again soon.
Pull my 4k gold.
May the light be with
Get
you
on my
always.
Brutosaur. Starting to warm up a little bit. That's nice.
Have
And then we
anything
were getting a
ancient to
steamy
trade?
romance novel kit.
Needs to be at least
For
2
3,500
centuries
gold.
old.
Much better. Very much preferred. Thank
Find
you,
anything exotic,
Illyria.
bring
There's a
it.
few more in that realm if anybody's looking to buy one for cheap.
Find anything exotic,
I don't even. I could stick it in my warbank, but I can just learn it. I am mildly tempted actually to buy one on this realm and move it back to mine and try to sell it, but I'm not going to do that because then I would be I don't know, a dwarf capitalist. Let's say that's good enough and log out there. Are you tempted to buy another one? Ah, great minds. No, I want to leave them for people that actually are going to use them. Or, you know, someone else will take that opportunity, and that's fine too. Let's switch back to Lightbringer. I don't even think you need to do this, but whatever. Anyway. So that's the romance kit done. Naked or Moreau's famous polish is no big deal. Which brings us to the Sin Altar. Honestly, if I was going to try to... What I would do is I would buy it for 3,500 and I would try to sell it for like 10k on my realm where they're going for 40. This is how I make enemies and moderate amounts of gold. Yeah, I find the music to be kind of loud in that spot. I think I had it turned up so you guys could hear Flabby. I'll turn it down. Well, we got a lucky shirt and a lucky charm. And a lucky duck. The pet, I'm sure I must have Sin Heart. Yep, Sin Heart's good. What about a bondable Sin Stone? Yep. And any Venthir Sinstone Cloak Transmog, I definitely have that. And then the Void stuff should be fine. So, we've got a Void... Yep, Lesser Void Collar. We've got a Shadowy Disguise or a Void Totem. Let me see. I do have a Shadowy Disguise. I also have a Void Totem, no problem. And then anything with the same appearance as Cloak of the Black Void. So I'm not 100% on the cloaks for this, the Corruption Cloak and then this Void Cloak. Cloak of the Black Void. That thing is Outland Tailoring. So I probably, well, same model as 53 things though. Do any of them count? Lookalike clones for Transmog. Alliance only quest reward for Obsidian Flecked Cape. Let me see. I also, I don't know about you guys, but I find search to be really ineffective in the transmog window. It captures some strange things. I've got a Warmongering Combatant's Cloak. I don't know if it's like a regular Warmongering Cloak. This cloak looks right. I don't know if it's the right one though. Don't need every item. But what if I want to? Oh, it's just, I feel like this is set up in a way that confuses me and I'm trying to make it not my fault. See, these both showed up. Neither one of them are Cloaks of the Black Void or lookalikes. I don't know. Hopefully, well, I don't know. We'll come back to it. Okay. So the table items, I feel like we're doing all right. And then I'm just going to put a little asterisk by cloaks in case that becomes a problem. If nothing else, we can just try a few things. So we're going to attempt to mooch dog Saran. So we are now good in terms of getting stuff prepared. So let's go ahead and do a little reading first, because I feel like it's nice to sort of read what's going on before you dive right in, for at least the first couple of steps. The portion requires obtaining a key You can get either one first, but the steps for the gem must be done in order, so there's a prologue. Is this part necessary? I should probably just do it. 2 steps in order. Progress will be saved if you relog, die, or leave the instance. Some steps may list requirements. Some are completed by your character being in the same area. Many have group or shared wide credit. Shard wide credit, I see. Character specific, not warband wide. Okay. You can obtain either one first. Anyway, well, let's go to the Nguro crater and get that started. This looks like a good place to begin. Turn off that. Nguro crater. Maybe by way of the, hang on, they said, I'm actually going to take the title off so I can put it on at the moment that they're asking. Let's be real specific, just in case it's necessary. Brings me back to high school. Nguro crater makes me think of the leaping hatchling. Was it the leaping hatchling? No, the Ravasaur hatchling. It was a green one you could farm there. Ungro, but it's a regrow. So we'll fly from Caverns of Time. And this will all be... Oh, I'm tempted to wait for the mount off. It starts in 3 minutes. I don't need it for anything. I don't need it for anything. Tempting, though. What if there's reputation we need? There's not. But what if there was? What if I wanted to get the buff back? You know, there's no better way. For me, anyway. Fun is good. Who am I if not easily sidetrackable by a good mount mania? It'll start in 2 minutes, and then we can go to Nguro Crater. Besides, I can spend a minute or two having a little read through the guide to prepare us, you know. Let's make sure we've got TomTom enabled. It looks like that's going to be important. Good. Good. Got all the sets. Haven't been back. I need, what do I need? Actually, all the things, what do I need? Oh, that's Marks of Honor. I was gonna say, did I not get all the stuff? But those are just the old stuff. The glad sets, the PvP sets. Not gonna worry about that. So I got all the non-PvP sets. This is like an actual just regular quest for a regular mallet. That's kind of crazy. Quest UI mod. Might have been dialogue UI, or maybe this is all the things. One of those two. I should do that. Infinity and Beyond. That doesn't seem... $10.17. Yeah, that seems like something I should do. It's a cute little... The hourglass shoulders. Those might come in handy sometime. Nguro makes me think of the Catapre patch where people wall jumped up to the new area, were farming the catacloth and selling it for astronomical prices before launch. Man, I don't remember that. I was not a cool kid in the know back then. That's funny. I remember people kiting bosses into town, but that might have been a different event. So we're gonna sync our mount journal with Abigail here. Who wants some? Who thinks they've got this? I could be beaten. It's possible. We have dialogue sound on? It's not a mount off if she's not saying up next. Options, audio. I do have dialogue sound on. All right. That'll be fine. There we go. It's just turned down a lot. The nice thing about doing the Mount Mania is that if you do have a lot of mounts, it's a fun way to fill up your anniversary bar. Sure, you can fill up your bar just by turning into a pet and sitting in a basket and AFKing and grabbing like some lunch, but this is, you know, this way you get to do it and show off. Cold, blustery, gust of wind made my windows creak loud enough to make me jump. December seems to be here in a big kind of way. I keep reminding myself that it's not going to last that long, and before I know it, the days are going to start getting longer. There's only like 9 more of them that are on getting shorter, and then we're going to be at the solstice, and it can take it easy. All right, Ashadar 101. Mount Off has turned me into a salt-crusted Chilean sea bass. Over the Heartbreaker. I mean, that's a pretty delicious way to be salty. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, bit of a one day at a time kind of winter. There we go. What did I watch? Oh yeah, I watched Fiddler on the Roof. I know it's not really a Christmas film, but for some reason I like to watch it around December. And I don't think I did it last year, and I was gonna do it in halves. I was gonna watch half today and then half yesterday and then half today, but I ended up watching the whole thing. And I did some cross-stitching. It's very, very cozy. I don't have that one. No one does. It's not a level 500 mount. The kind of people that have this sort of thing are not here. Have yet to see it. It's a classic if you like musicals. It's like a really long-running musical. But I think it stands up well as a movie, too. They filmed a good adaptation of it. It is long, though. It's fully 3 hours. I can do long movies if I like them, and if I'm home and I can be on my couch and I can like take breaks whenever I want and I can like stretch out and roll around and like move. In a theater though, when I don't feel like I can shift enough, I'm nervous about long movies because after a while everything starts to creak. Yeah, it's set in Russia. I don't know the exact time period. I was guessing like 1930s, but I don't know for sure. I could probably Google that one. When? 1905. I was a little bit off. Yeah, 1905, fictional Russian village. Anatevka.
Up next, we
Sunstone Panther. There we go. This says long moves of the older days. Sound of Music is one of my all-time favorites. I guess I just assumed that every movie from the past is automatically set around World War II. It's nice about them. There is an intermission. That is true. It does have the Matchmaker song. It's also got... Oh, no, not the Urzel! I do not have this one. I haven't even been running Taurus in the last couple of weeks. I was doing it for a while, but I got lazy. We're only at 507. We've missed 2. But, if I was a rich man... That's a good one, too. That's a classic. I love Tevi as a character because he's so funny. And he's such a human character. You know, like he's... You can kind of see where he's coming from. And where all the people around him are coming from. And where they work things out and where they don't. We're getting a recolor of that one soon. Time warped face monster mount. Cannot confirm or deny. Have no idea. Was in the play when I was younger. Only remember the song. I was part of a pit orchestra for a production of that once, which means that for the rest of my life I will know all of the songs. I've seen it so many times. It's a good one. I mean, all of them are good to see live. Musical theater is best live.
Up next, we have...
Tea's good. When I'm traveling, which doesn't happen very often, but there have been times in my life when I've been on the road and it's been winter and I've been like sitting down somewhere, airport, coffee shop, media room, whatever, to like do a little bit of editing or whatever. And my go-to move when I'm freezing in a public place like that is if there's any kind of like a tea area, any kind of a craft services cart that's just got like a hot water dispenser and then a bunch of ancient tea bags, I will just grab one and like a cup and then make the most underwhelming cup of like herbal or green tea, because no one's messing around trying to find like milk and sugar to do a proper cup of black tea. At least I'm not. But just to have something hot to hold on to and to drink, and it's life-saving. It's helped so much. No, this is a story about back when I traveled. This story is multiple years old.
Up next, we have
Saw the Book of Mormon in July. It was worth every penny. Oh, I don't have this one yet. I haven't spent the gold, or not the gold, the resonance crystals. Yeah, olden times. There you go. You guys would know if I went anywhere because I would stop streaming for a day or two. Or I would stream from like a different place. I'd be like, hello. Everything looks different and my cat's not here. Oh, hang on. There's one more mount to come. We've done 11 to 14. We've actually missed 3. But we'll see if it's enough. Green screen the background to your current room. We wouldn't know. You would know. Riddler's mind word. I'm lucky if I remember to bring my toothbrush when I'm traveling. I'm not traveling with a green screen kit. You have to light them really evenly if you want to get a good key. It's not just a matter of hanging up a green sheet behind you and hoping for the best if you want it to be not noticeable. Oh, it's me! I won! Woohoo! Yeah! Unexpected outcome! Who'd know, because he'd end up telling us. This is true. Some secrets I am not very good at keeping. Alright, Ungaro Crater. That's the stuff. Oh, man. And we're going to use the Torch of Pereth to uncover. Let's just grab this TomTom command. We're going to need that. Oh, no. I was like pasting something to my chat, but it wasn't the TomTom command. It was my pet battle script. There we go. That's better. Tricky hobbits is in their secrets. I was thinking to myself about my conflicting desires to be a mysterious person and also my desire to spend 3 hours a day talking to a camera and being relatively candid and having new things to say. It's hard to keep mysteries or secrets when you show up and you just chit-chat all the time. Eventually stuff kind of comes out. Thinking to yourself, it's the only way I think. I've tried thinking to other people, but so far they haven't received my messages. Wish crafted items would cost the same across armor class. Sounds like you've got an enterprising blacksmith on your realm. Okay. So this is right about the spot. We need to use our torch. Actually, which we still have on our bar. In the tree? Inside the tree trunk. Interact key. Excellent. How anybody ever found that? News to me. And then we're going to equip our detective title. Detective. Now, we're going to speak with the Dalaran survivor in Dornegal. So let's get that one. Go around the front? No. Yeah, we sorted it out. Seems like a great time to bring up the idea of Hazel Ping. Hazel Ping Pong? Hazel PNG. You've lost me. Listen, we're all cute and toasted up in our winter sweater, but there's not a lot going on up here this morning. Cloth items, cheap mats. Things should actually cost. Oh. Got Chatty Wow Watcher. Never been known as Chatty IRL. This way. This way. I talk to people in real life so infrequently that I'm still nailing down, especially with people that I'm like newer at meeting, the right balance of like listening and sharing, because it's nice when it is a balance, you know, like it's you can usually, to be safe, err on the side of like asking questions and listening, and most people really like that. But if you don't do it right, you're just gonna end up interrogating people, and people don't so much like that. And then finding the right thing to share that might like put somebody at ease or help them relate or whatever. Tricky. I'm not always good at it, but yeah. Okay, so we got the quest Rat's Race. We have it. Head to Ajgahet to pick up an unfinished note. Thank goodness for TomTom commands. Off and away. Oh, a VTuber Hazel. I see. Oh man. I think I'm in a pessimistic mood because my first thought that comes to my mind when someone suggests that I be a VTuber is it's like someone wants me to put a paper bag over my face because they're sick of looking at me. Listen, this is nice, but that's enough of that. Can you please get some art so we don't have to see you anymore? Thank you. And I know that's not how it was intended. That's just the lens that my brain is putting on stuff today. That's just the starting point. Oh, man. Ask questions and listen, that's what I do. People love that. Speaking of asking questions versus sharing, have you guys been watching this Netflix show called The Later Daters? It's like a series about basically single seniors that are talking to a behavior science expert and going on first dates and trying to find matches and stuff. And it's actually really fascinating. I feel like it's done in a very thoughtful, empathetic way that's really interesting to watch. It's not just salacious for the sake of being salacious. Although it is very funny to watch like a senior mom and then her daughter. And then the daughter just has the best reactions to all of the implied things that they're talking about. You want to come up? We are heading this way. Do you need cookies? Yeah, I'm out. I ate the last gingerbread cookie yesterday. Or maybe the day before yesterday, because I washed the tin yesterday. I've been meaning to make shortbread, and I haven't done it yet. Happy not having to meet new people, go on dates like that anymore. Yeah, and they've got a mix of people. Like, some of them have been single their whole lives, like never married. Some of them have been like divorced once or twice. Some of them have been widowed. Sometimes it's like a combination of all of the above things. And they're looking for love again. Oh, hi, kitty cat. Have you seen her? Have you met Kira? Have you met my Miss Kira? You pet her, she purrs. It was very sweet because she came to take a nap with me yesterday. And she cuddled right up under my arm, and she didn't move for my whole nap. Which was sweet because we got to cuddle, but it was a bit tough because I had to nap perfectly still. And I definitely didn't sleep very much. If a person is a multi-time widower, that's a red flag. I mean, I know it's a joke, but like, people live a long time and people die. It can happen. If you've been widowed like 12 times under similar circumstances, maybe we should have a little look-see. But like two or three when somebody's like 70 is, you know, the kind of thing that unfortunately can just kind of happen. Just because you found the love of your life doesn't mean that you're gonna live the same amount of time as them. Oh. And on that cheerful note, we're just about to get our next clue, but we got to go another 1,700 yards. A few examples of people who found love later warms my heart. Yeah, it's interesting for a few reasons. Like, you're watching people that maybe haven't dated in like 40 or 50 years try to learn how to date nowadays, and try to update their expectations for how it's going to work. People might be looking for a different kind of loving relationship at that stage of their life. Watching people try to make a new connection and not compare it to like an old one, especially if they were like married to the love of their life for 30 years and then were widowed, is just like a really fascinating thing to watch somebody approach, because it's heartbreaking, but like it can be really nice too. 6 seconds this way. Coming in here. We're gonna pick up an unfinished note. That's what we're gonna do. And then the kinds of things that these people find as like green flags or red flags or like deal breakers or not is really funny because everybody's just different. In the early episodes, there's this one woman that's like a really big fan of her local college football. And I don't think she means it, but she keeps saying, you know, they have to be a fan of this team, and if they're not, it's never going to work. And it's like, well, this guy's great, but he's a fan of the wrong team. And I'm thinking he likes football. Is that not good enough? Head to Ashgahet, pick up the unfinished note. Am I perhaps in the right spot? 69,93, approximately. I'm gonna poke around a little bit. There may be a lower level as well. You know what else I can do is I can open up the Wowhead page for that one in particular. Look at the comments. In a cave with the mushroom guys. Huh. In the cave on top of a cliff. Okay. Thinking cap on. Maybe I need to use that. Let's try that. Kajiri, thanks for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On top of the cliff. I mean, this is kind of a cliff. Oh, I see it now. I wonder if I just needed to have the cap, or it's possible I just walked right by it, but anyway. No problems. Imagine you met someone who also likes WoW, but they liked Horde more than Alliance, so it's over. It must have happened to somebody. But yeah, that's a very, very apt comparison. Alright. Oh no, I lost my tab. Felcycle guide. Snubnose, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. Okay, we got our unfinished note. We now need a hastily scrawled note, which is going to be on a ledge high above, not down in the city. We'll get a TomTom command for that. It looks like it's going to be a ways this way. What show is this? Oh, it's called Later Daters. Was the one I was talking about. It's on Netflix. 8 episodes. I think about 40 minutes long each. I'm only about halfway through. But I hate watching first dates. Shows that involve them. I have to make myself not skip the first date because that's part of the content. But this one has enough like other charming / heartwarming / relatable stuff that I can deal with a couple of awkward dates. 600 yards. So they said on a ledge up above, not in the city. This is just the prologue. This isn't even the long part. Here we go. There's the hastily scrawled note. Water resistant note in an Ashgahet / Hallowfall cave. Get my coordinates here. Maybe give my bird a little bit of a break. I guess I could pick out a more fun mount to ride around. I've been using random favorite. Let's make sure that we got a flying one. Anything at the top of the list that I want to ride around? My Cinder Bee, maybe? Yeah, Cinder Bee. I couldn't date a Bears fan because I would just be mean all of the time, so I get it. I think it's hard for me to understand because I've never been that into something that is team-based in that way to the point that I would be in that mindset. I think it's normal and like a big part of fandom for a lot of people. It's just never happened to me. That's good. That's nice. All right. Off and away. Bee's feeling much better now. Totally see it here, knowing how strongly some people feel about the Habs. Ooh, let me guess what the full name of the team is, based on that. Habitats. Habaneros. That's it. That's all I got. That's a hard one. Habit forming people. Because they're practicing all the time. Oh dear. Given coordinates are for the cave entrance from Hallowfall. Gotcha. This is my new favorite game. I hope it's the Habaneros, but I'm having a feeling that if it's tricky, that that's not the correct answer. Is this technically Hallowfall at this point? It's slang for Montreal Canadiens. The nickname Habs comes from habitants. Oh. I should have thought about it being French. That makes a lot of sense. I'm still gonna need some sports team somewhere to name themselves the Habaneros, and then have just like a big hot pepper mascot. That's why it's tricky. I was thinking about the Habsburgs. So this is a cave entrance. I might be going in the right direction. This looks promising. Oh, we found it. I didn't think I was going in the right direction. Okay, we got the water resistant note. Enter the hidden cave and find rats. So here's our cave entrance for Ashgahet. So we probably need to get back out into Ashgahet and go around. Unless, of course, I needed to go just further into the cave I was already in. Pillar Nest Vage. Oh, no, I see it. Okay. This way. El Paso has a Chihuahua sports ball team. Aww. What's your favorite, if you enjoy watching traditional athletic sports, what's your favorite sport to watch? And why? I want to know what the main appeal or selling point is about that particular sport over like any other one. I know some people end up just wrapped up in a sport because that's like what's going on in their area. And it's just kind of like fun because it's fun, and that's totally fine. But I feel like there has to be like specific allure. Same cave you turned in the achievement. I'm very proud of anybody that remembers that kind of thing. If you asked me to go into go anywhere that I went like 10 minutes ago, I would have already forgotten. I don't hold on to anything. Hockey is the best sport to watch. The games are exciting even if you have no idea what's going on. Relaxive, meditative, but has moments that are really dramatic. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody call soccer meditative. That's kind of cool. Does it, like, just in that it takes a long time for someone to score, so you're just in there doing your deep breathing and, like, thinking about life and, you know, counting your pulse. If I had to pick one, I might say tennis 1v1, easy to understand. That's interesting. I found, not to contradict you or anything, just in my own experience, I had at a certain point was watching a bunch of tennis and I was like trying to figure out what was going on, and I found it really difficult to figure out what was going on. I was asking Flabby a ton about it because he knows a lot about tennis, and I was like, well then wait, why are they going again? How many points did you, what do you mean? Like, because sometimes it goes on like all day. And I found the scoring in particular to be really convoluted, but also sometimes they would be playing, they would just stop playing, and I would not understand why. As long as no one so far has said golf. Dog sports count? Sure. Pig races, dogs doing stuff because it's cute. Basketball is the least affected by my state's curse. There you go. That's a good enough reason. Sometimes you just want to watch somebody win. So this is my cave entrance. I'm in the cave. We did that. And then we need a hidden cave, maybe within the cave? Question mark? Over here, perhaps? Find soccer meditative as a player. You spend a lot of time looking for space to get through. Alpine skiing and snowboarding is that for me? World Cup circuit, insane. Every time anyone mentions sports, I need to bring up Australian football. It's the most intense thing I've ever watched. Never date a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. There's a wall you have to hop up? Oh, God. Ah, jeez. Well, that's it, folks. That's it for me. My stumpy gnome legs and lack of any platforming skill whatsoever are about to be the death of us. Also, look at me getting to Ruby and Chitin after all these years. This. Mario, golf, and tennis are best. I've never watched American Gladiators firsthand, but at one point I watched a YouTube video about American Gladiators, and I was kind of trying to figure out what was going on based on that, and it was really hard to tell. Same thing with Ninja Warrior. Like, I guess it's just like professional obstacle courses, but... Oh, you know what it was? Is I had watched Physical 100 on Netflix, which is kind of like a physical challenges sort of show. And I had really enjoyed that. And I was like looking for other things along those lines. And Ninja Warrior came up. And I tried watching it and the vibe was so different that there was no way. Oh gosh, this reminds me of the wall that I couldn't jump up before. There was a wall that I couldn't jump up. Hang on, let's just clear all waypoints. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know if it was because I was a gnome or because I'm bad at jumping. But one way or another, it was basically a wall exactly like this, and I could not get up it. I gave up. I was here for what felt like an hour. It was probably 10 minutes, but it felt like an hour. And I could make it up the first jump, but I couldn't do the second one. I hate wall jumping. I'm really bad at it. Porque no los dos. But I really want to do this all on my main. I don't want to... You have to kind of do it all on the same character anyway. This is also, like, weird, right? Because, like... You're, like, this part is, like... I'm, like, walking through it. But there is still jumping that needs to be done, but I'm, like, walking through it. Isn't that strange? I guess that's maybe intended. Can't I just walk in? Just take me up here. Am I going anywhere? Is it a spider web? It just looks like the rock. It just looks like the same texture as the rock to me. Maybe it's my graphics. We could be here all day. Oh, jeez. Man. Because the problem that I had with my gnome was that when I try to jump right next to it, I can't because I bonk my head because I actually fit underneath it. And when I back up just a tiny bit... Well, now I'm in trouble. Is the rule just to complain? Alright. I'm a little nervous about this part. Am I still going around to the left? Yeah. How do I ping? No, 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 no. Not that one. Okay, Zeline, thank you for the 12-month resub. Smaller hole to the left. Okay. I want to try and help my fellow gnome brethren get up here once I get my life grip off cooldown. Extreme gnome sports. So, very careful not to fall off, but just to get it like a clear line. Alright, there we go. So there's a hole in the left. Oh. Whew. Okay. That's the one. I don't know why I left the group. Rat's confronted. Allow her RP to finish and then pick up the dropped peculiar gem. Okay. Here we go. I now have a peculiar gem. And also an inert peculiar key. Oh boy. That took us, what, an hour? Be sure to eat the cake. Over here. Should I do it? It doesn't sound like a good idea. It says cake of death. Oh man. So there's a bunch of o'clocks. There's like a 1 through 9 o'clock. Don't eat the cake. Alright. It is about 18 minutes after 10. Should I just hearth? This seems reasonable. It looks like we're going to be going to the Northern Barrens, so... Clock is later, but the next part of the Wowhead Guide says 1 o'clock. Love. Oh, hang on. No, you're right. I need to go to the entrance. I need to click on this. You're right. I was getting ahead of myself. And then use the torch at the entrance to the catacombs to reveal the entrance to Rat's Revenge. So we'll send ourselves up there. Forgot where I got stuck, but one step is gated behind an old obscure ramp. Oh. I'm going to port myself to Stormwind and then take a short break to celebrate having finished the prologue. Because progress is progress, am I right? I am following a guide. I will drop the link. It's the Wowhead right up in the description for anybody that's playing along. We spent some time at the top of the stream just kind of looking through the requirements section and getting set up. Yeah, I am after the Felcycle eventually. I don't anticipate getting that far today, but we're off to a good start. But let me take a quick break and be right back. Where'd the kitty cat go? She's gone. Oh, every time I feel like I finally got the pet hair off of my clothes, I end up giving my dog a big hug. It's like the old, my nanny used to have a fridge magnet that said, cleaning a house while children are growing is like shoveling snow while it's still snowing. You know, it's nice when things are true and they rhyme. I was gonna go, yeah, Karazhan, why not? It's sort of a similar thing with vacuuming and having a dog. I am heading, I just got my key, and I'm heading to the entrance to the Karazhan Catacombs in Deadwind Pass and use my torch to teleport into a secret scenario. Oh, vaguely this way. I always just say the animal hair is part of the outfit. I don't even really mind so much. I'll be at the yoga studio, you know, doing some forward fold or another, and I'll see all of like these silver dog hairs on my leggings. One pair in particular is like really bad for picking them up. And I'll think, "Aw, that's my puppy. There's a little tiny bit of my moosey bear here." After a few different combos, Sun Darter, Sunlight Cast, got it done. Nice. Cup of tea, best way to do this. Alright, here is in Catacombs. Get ourselves a lovely little arrow here. And then we'll need to make sure we use our torch as well once we get near-ish. I could probably use it now, but I know I've been in the catacombs before, but I'm not real good at remembering the details. Oh, hey, they just have like an entrance now. I guess that works. There's my torch. Hello? Oh, it's an instance. Okay. Spooky. Oh, it's a scenario. I'm gonna have to find her. This must have been so exciting, like when someone came in here for the first time when they were first doing the secret. There is a Karazhan portal in Legion Dalaran. Makes it easy to get back here. That's a good tip. I'm probably just gonna keep flying from Stormwind because I'm set in my ways, and that's the one that I always remember. Ah, jeez, there's stuff. I've got a replica owl of the Watchers. We have a rage statue. Are any of these things just like red herrings that do nothing and mean nothing, and they're just here to upset people that are trying to work on secrets by making them think there's something important going on? Chest of Moarg Technologies, waterlogged chest. Would Blizzard do that, or is that just bullying? I don't know. I'm just gonna wander around. This part is not really in the scenario. Or in the guide. It just says find rats. Oh, there's a rare down there. Wow. I don't have it yet. I found the room that people are talking about. It's a clock. It's not rats though. Rats is like a person. Your progress will be saved if you relog, die, or leave the instance. And Thor's locked. Lucky, no touchy. There's a list of some of the ginger characters in the game. You know, red herring. Rad is not in the instance. Well, that's really confusing because they teleported me in here and then told me to find her. Explore for clues, I guess. Or do I just leave and start whacking around elsewhere? I guess I haven't been down this way. There's so much in here. Oh, something's happening. With the torch, anyway. That didn't seem like a good idea. Alright, maybe we should leave. Maybe that's enough of that. It's just so weird, like we got in here and there's nothing to do yet, I guess. It's just a place to come to look for stuff to do. Alright, so visit locations with the torch active. We should gain a stack of the light of their love. Once I've gotten 3 stacks, the step is complete. If you have trouble, you can try logging out or swap to a different character, logging back in. Okay. There is a step here. I want to complain about something because I'm not getting it, but it could just be me. I'm kind of tired. I'm just going to see if moving on works. There's an invis pod down there. I could hearth, but actually couldn't. It's on cooldown now that I think about it. There's so many things in there. Let's see if we can get any stacks of this thing. Let's go to the Northern Barrens. Which means we need to get to Kalimdor. Which means... How do I want to get there? Wailing Caverns. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I don't have a lot of context for a lot of the advice that's happening, so I'm gonna not worry about it until... I'm gonna just try to stick as close as I can to the Wowhead write-up, because otherwise I'm just gonna get really confused. I do appreciate the sentiment. If I get stuck, then I'll backtrack. I was coming here so I could go to the Wailing Caverns. That's what I was doing. Alright. So that brings us to the Barrens. Didn't know there was a Wailing Caverns teleport. It is the pet dungeon teleport, so it will work if you have done the pet dungeon achievement. I don't know if you need to do it on the harder difficulty or not. You might need to. But it's really nice once you've got it, and that's the first one that you unlock when you're unlocking pet dungeon ports. Especially for Alliance, getting out here is not impossible, but like a little annoying otherwise. Okay. Alright, we made it to the monument. Beloved Olgra, wife of Mankrik. Took forever to find you and now you are gone. And I have a buff, Light of Their Love. So now we need to go find Olgra, the Grand Draenor. When they say the Grand Draenor, do they mean like Outland Draenor, or do they mean Wad Draenor? Probably Wad, okay. That's good to know. Thank you. And then there's two places that we can check for her depending on whether or not we've done a certain quest. So we'll start with the first one from our Garrison Hearthstone. Thank goodness for skywriting, huh? Yeah, it looks like Meldoraxis is going to have to happen after this one. Or at least that's the third one. So one of the requirements for doing this is the detective title. And you need to do some amount of guest relations to get that. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope everything is going well. Peaceful, smooth holiday season, etc. As realistic as that may be in any given life. I haven't been very involved in PvP in a couple of years, so I'm not really going to be your best resource for that. That's a great idea for a video. I don't know if I'm the one to make it, though. Leveling pets, there's a really great guide. Zufu's Pet Guides has a really great, it has like strategies for the pet battle, but it also has, in just general guides, they've got a power leveling guide that talks about different places that you can go to quickly level your pets. And I will link that in Twitch chat there. I could see her, but the torch wouldn't activate till I relogged. Okay. But if you can get polished pet charms, or if you have polished pet charms, you can just buy upgrade stones that instantly level a pet to the required level. Oh, hang on. I now have 2 stacks of the buff, which means that we're heading to Maldraxxus. Shadowlands. Plaguefall? Seems good. Do you have any secret pets? I have many secret pets. I have a team already set up and saved for that section of the guide. Decimator Ulgra. Over that way. Good. Yes. Yeah, we got that all prepared already. But I have a habit of trying to keep the pets that I get leveled to 25 and upgraded to rare, which comes in handy for stuff like this. Not all the time, but often I already have the thing leveled whenever they need something. This is such a cozy thing to work on. It's nice that, I mean, I know I have a 3-hour timer here, but it's nice that I don't feel like I'm in a massive hurry for the moment. It's also lovely being able to catch up on this kind of thing without having to figure it out along the way. There we go. We have three stacks of the buff. This step should be complete. I can check with a script just to make triple sure. It is complete. Good. All right. So I can just go around to these different things. I don't need to go back to the instance, it seems. So we could go to the Vale next. A lot of teleporting around. Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Below steps will work if you're within 10 yards of someone else doing them. So that we're hoping for someone else to use a Dog Saran costume because I did not buy one. So we might just hang out there for a bit. We need to go to Vale, which means Pandaria, which means, let's just do Stormwind. I've got 3 Stormwind teleport cloaks. That'll do. Yeah, my understanding is that somebody needs the costume, but you don't personally need the costume if somebody else nearby has it. But someone needs to do it. If everybody's standing around and nobody ever does it, I don't know if it's gonna work. You can knock out quite a few secrets without ever going back. Okay. You don't need it at all? Don't know why it's still in the guides. Oh well. It's a good thing we didn't buy it then. Save 25k gold. Okay. BFA or Old Vale of Eternal Blossoms? So this is the BFA Vale. I'm trying to figure all this out based on the Wowhead page in real time, so I'm definitely going to be a little confused on a few points, and that's alright. We're working through it. Oh no, my bee's tired. Looking for a huge pylon, quite small. Give Bird a break. Great, I paid 25k for it. Oh. I'm just heading to my next coordinate here. I don't mind flying. I'm not too worried about getting to places in the most efficient possible way. It's okay. We'll make it. You know, I need a little hand cream. Important to stay moisturized this time of year. Not that anybody cares, but I'm very excited to say that my lips have finally started to heal. I had some real gnarly, like, cracking, bleeding, peeling nonsense. And for like 4 days straight now, I've been hitting it with like straight coconut oil and then a layer of Vaseline after every time I eat, first thing in the morning, last thing before I go to bed, and any time before I go outside. So like a bunch of times in a day. But doing that for like 4 or 5 days straight has pretty much healed them. Or at least given them the time that they need to heal. So I'm pretty happy about that because I can almost open my mouth without having it split. No fun. Don't recommend. I went through like a quarter of a tub of Vaseline, but that's okay. It's not the most expensive thing out there. Vaseline for the win. Feels gross to put on, but hey, if it works, it works. I was trying for a while with just like regular lip balms, and I needed to I needed to step up my approach. But I already had coconut oil, so that seemed like an easy thing to just use. And you don't need a ton of it to cover your lips, so I just put straight coconut oil on them. It does look like I'm going to the Seat of Knowledge, doesn't it?
The Black Empire itself has invaded the
Obelisk.
Maze. Act swiftly before all is lost.
Do we think it's in, or do we think it's on top of? Or is this just telling me to change the thing? Coconut is delicious. I know, my dog really wanted to eat it off my face. I was not allowing him to do that, but he was very interested in the concept. Oh, this thing. All right. I mean, I can summon a Perky Pug. He's not gonna have the costume on, though. Use your twitching eyeball. Target and type /prey. If done correctly, Key of Shadows should be added to your inventory. So, not yet. Need to dress up the pug. Someone just told me that that wasn't necessary. Takes a while. Now, I guess I can't believe everything I hear. But I can also just hang out and wait for someone that has dressed up their pug, I suppose. If anyone else is doing so. I see another pug that's also not in a costume. We'll just hang out for a bit. Alright, takes a few minutes, works for me. So how you doing? Check bags. Wouldn't I see in my chat log if something got added to my bag? Key? Key of Shadows? Nope, no Key of Shadows yet. Hi, Hazel. Tired today. I wasn't targeting the obelisk. Should I try not targeting it? Here, we'll untarget it and pray. What is this you're doing? I'm working on the Felcycle secret. That's what I'm up to. Hi, kitty kit. We're debating the merits of including or omitting various steps. Hi, kitty. Up to orb 8 at the moment. Nice. Hi. Give it a couple of minutes. What is this costume? There's 2 different old god themed costumes you can get for the Perky Pug that are cited in the guide. Can't pretend I had any idea what the Felcycle even is. There's a mount. It's a green, demonic-looking motorcycle WoW mount that is part of a long multi-step secret process that was added in 1107. They're not hard to get, the pug costumes. They're on a vendor for 25k. So it's attractive to try to skip it, if at all possible. Hi. Stopped at whatever one you count the rats for. Don't have time for that in my life this week. I haven't read ahead yet. I guess now would be a good time for me to do that. Although I'm starting to have a feeling that perhaps I need to just suck it up and get the thing. I could even, like, send a different character to go get it. Or I could wait for someone else to turn up that has it, but, like, they're expensive. Oh. Five to 7 lucky items. I have 3. Haven't seen Moosey for ages. He's out front. I heard him dreaming a little bit ago. And then on the stream, on the break, I stopped. And I went and visited and gave him a big old hug. That kitty. He's so cute. He's so cute. She gets extra cuddly in the wintertime. I think a lot of cats must, you know. There's no shame in using somebody for heat. Why? Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take one for the pug team. And I'm going to buy a costume. So what we're gonna do, well, hang on, there's someone else here. See if they whip it out. Maybe they've got it, who's to say? My cat gets fluffy like that, he drools on me. I want to put hand through screen pet here. She likes the scritches. I got a little bit of nails and you get them right in the good spots. Yeah. Alright. It has been multiple minutes. Let's just see. See if anything happens. I prayed to the obelisk one more time just for good measure. Aesop, thank you for the 10-month reset. I have a feeling that if I just, like, suck it up and get the pug costume, it's gonna work. But we'll see. We'll give it a go. Let's send some mail, some gold to... Oh, who should we have pick it up? It doesn't really matter. What are my characters called? I think that's my hunter. Goodbye, gold. It was gold knowing you. Just get the pug costume. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, this other person is spamming it as well. Couldn't you keep the money in the war bank? Sure. What's wrong with my way? That's valid too. This will also work. Did you just say it's been gold knowing you? Sometimes when I do that kind of thing, I'm not sure whether or not I actually want people to notice. I must a little bit, otherwise I wouldn't have said it, but then I say it and I'm like, maybe I can just get away with that one. Maybe no one needs to know. One must not question the Hazel way. I mean, it's fine. It's just, it better be a real big benefit over whatever way I was already doing for me to stop what I'm doing and change a different way. And I guess it's just conversation and it's not like someone saying you must do it this way, but like, I don't know. I always come back to the Subway thing. It's like if someone's slicing your sandwich and being like, you should start at the other end. Actually, you should really put the olives on first. What are we doing? We're going to Asuna. Whatever else has a gambling problem. For some reason, I just don't really like using the war bank much. Especially if I'd rather keep my gold on one character, and then if I only need it on one, like this, I don't know. Pug costume's 25k. Gold fairy things. Gold fairy things. Oh, that is it's a toy. Fireflies. Actually, no, that's a trinket, I guess. Ever-burning lantern? Yeah, ever-burning lantern. But there is a trinket, or a toy. The Lampreday lure does the same kind of visual, and that's a toy that you can get. Lampyridae lure is that one. Damn. But I guess I had a ever-burning lamp that was doing it. This is my not a real alt. She's item level 600 and I don't know how to play her at all. Now she's got double fireflies. Alright, it was like a ghosty looking elfy dude. I already like stopped by and bought a thing for later, but I'm coming back. Do I take tips? Oh, there he is. Sometimes. Unless we mean money, in which case generally yes. I have a lot of pride, but not that much pride. Alright, there's a Dog Saran costume. And I'm just gonna mail that right to Inksy. Cannot find the tip panel. Oh, maybe I took it down. I know I still have the function enabled somewhere in the Streamlabs, but it might be because I might have taken it down. There was something weird. Oh, I forget what the problem was. Yeah, Twitch bits and Twitch gift subs are both forms of tipping. Twitch does keep a percentage of that, so some people prefer like a direct PayPal tip instead. The problem with the direct PayPal tips was it was something to do with international reporting for taxes. I think when I was building my, like the thing that my accountant made me do, about a third of the amount of time was to report something like $47 worth of Twitch tips that I made in a year. And I had to go currency by currency, bill date by release date. It was just, it wasn't something I was set up to handle very well. So I think I just canned the whole thing. What am I doing? I am sending that costume, that expensive costume. But I thought I turned it, I thought I like just changed it. I don't know. Wanted to give an early Christmas gift. Aw. That's very sweet of you. Bought everything the dude had, otherwise you'll make multiple trips here. But yeah. The nice thing is that Streamlabs is able to spit it out to a spreadsheet, but I had to learn about spreadsheets to try to get the dates and everything. Alright. Pick up my mail. Actually, I might need to go to get a mailbox, because I dropped my mailbox already, and I don't have the new Brutosaur, so I can't summon one whenever I want. I'm on a mailbox cooldown. Double check that I didn't just get a Key of Shadows. I did not. Alright, there should be a mailbox not far. Not far away. I just used it. I was just telling you guys about how I sent the gold to that character with the mailbox. I guess there's a good reason. There's a good reason why perhaps I could have used my war bank, but I don't want to hear about it right now. Oh dear. Oh, it's the wrong one. That's the Horde one. I don't even know if yeah, we'll take a look. Because they're on the same cooldown. They share a cooldown, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Katie Stamp Whistle shares a cooldown with the Ohuna Perch. However, mailbox. Woo! There we go. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. If only you had the Brutosaur. Sometimes. Them's the breaks. You like my perky pug? I've had him forever and I named him Angus. I thought it was a good pug name. Alright. Are all you lucky people ready? They're lucky because I bought the costume. He better be cute. Oh my god. Alright, I instantly got the key. I think the reason it might be taking people a while is because they're waiting for someone else who spent the gold to drop by. Alright, key done. Pug's name is Ask Him after a friend's dog. What burrito? There is another one that has a mailbox on it that is on the cash shop. Oh, unless you're... Oh, I get it. I'm slow today. I mean, I can't hate. I was trying to freeload too. Alright. Key of Shadows added to my inventory. Can open 2 extra rooms for the next step and completes this step. 3 o'clock. Hate. Farmer, purchase your lucky items. 5 to 7 seems to work. So I have a lucky shirt. I have a lucky charm. I have a lucky duck. That's 3. Maybe I should try for 2 more. Chat told me I didn't need to, but they told me a lot of things. There's lucky duck. Don't mind me. Just gonna poke around a little bit and review the lucky items thing. It's funny listening to people. Sorry, I was reading Wowhead comments. It's funny watching people talk about this in Wowhead comments because depending on how deep they are in, it sounds like they're just living on another planet. All of the things that they're talking about sound so foreign to me. Requires the following: lucky horseshoe, tortolan charm, dragon's claw, rat's tooth. Can you purchase the Unaran Plains for 100 gold? Sure, you know, we'll go in a little... Let's pop by Dragonflight, shall we? Let's get a few more things. I do have the shirt. We bought that one. Okay. So this one, it looks like the lucky horseshoe can be bought in the Unaran Plains. Up in kind of 84.25. Let's get that as a TomTom command. If you're ever up with the Tortolan. I will look into that after I've done this step that I'm on. Thank you. Time for another cup of tea. Did you ever go to the dating club that was 4 legs only? I think I vaguely remember something about it, but maybe I don't. What is a dating club? Isn't that just a club? What else are clubs for? I guess some people just want to dance. Okay. I would like to purchase a lucky horseshoe. It'd be really funny if some of these things didn't matter at all and like were not relevant, but we're getting them just in case. So if they're the Tortolan charms, you can buy it in the Waking. You can buy it from Grifta and Dornegal. Or the Waking Shores. Yeah, I'll just head back up to... Wait. Waking Shores. Oh, okay. I'm already out here, so I'm just gonna pop by over here and take a look. I'm not sure if I need rep or not, but we'll get there when we get there. What are the lucky charms for? Something... I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Something slot machine. I haven't got there yet. However, I am about to start that step. So we will take a look at it today. They are magically delicious. Machine won't pay out unless you're lucky. What if you don't get any of the lucky items, but you're just actually lucky? You think there's a chance?
As a good friend and the loyal supporter I know you are, I call upon your help.
So this is like an item that I'm assuming I don't have.
I believe our goals to be aligned, friend. I would be honored to have your continued support in our efforts to secure the Citadel.
Hello? Oh, hey. What's up, Grifta? How you doing? How are you? Alright. Problem solved. Don't buy that in the auction house. You can get it from the guy for 50 gold. Also, he sells the Dragon Claw. That should be enough stuff, right? There's the Dragon Claw. There's the Horseshoe. There's the Charm. And I have a Lucky Duck. I should put the shirt on, huh? May as well. Let's wear the shirt. Gotta be enough things. Alright. I have way too many tabs open. Farmer, purchase your lucky items. Head inside the newly unlocked chamber door. So that means that we're going back to Karazhan, which we're gonna do by teleport cloak and then flying. I think it's not too far. See how this goes. Head into the newly unlocked chamber door room and fish up an astral key from the soup. Oh, fun. That's what I think of when I face a bowl of soup, is how can I pull out my fishing rod? How's it going? We riding a motorcycle yet? We are not, but you know what? We're not hard stuck, which we appreciate. It was a possibility. So it's nice that we're still moving along. We're about to go try the slot machine thing, I think. Or at least the 3 o'clock hate step. So we're heading back to Karazhan. We're enjoying a scenic bumblebee ride. Did you say gambling? On this stream? Couldn't be true. I think I might actually get this mount. Not today, but in general. I was a little worried that when I heard how hard everything was. And there will be some harder parts later, I'm pretty sure. May have some problems. Major Tusk, thank you for the 4-month resub. Yay, hope your collecting is going well. Thank you very much. Can't complain so far. Not too bad. Okay, look at me. Remembering where the catacomb entrance is. Definitely, for sure, not a problem. Look at me go. Wow. Newly unlocked chamber door room. Okay. Is there any music in here? It's kind of quiet. Just a little bit. I don't know exactly where it is, but there's quite a few doors. Oh, there's a kitty cat. Oh, I can pet the cat through the door. Hopefully that's not a problem. Don't mind me casually breaking things because I found a cat that I could pet. Okay, so these all require the key of shadows. Also, ow. But this one is the one that I'm actually going through. That one's not important yet. That looks dangerous. So here is a room full of stuff. And there's the bowl of soup. On a bowl on the shelf, use your fishing ability May take a couple of casts to get up an astral key. Hey, Sop! Thank you very much for 10 gift subs. Happy holidays. I really appreciate it. I saw an IG reel this morning. Lynx wandering into someone's yard and someone said, "Ooh, kitty." Meow. Watch your health. Oh. Good advice, generally. I feel like my character's standing a bit oddly. She looks like she's holding something. Oh, I didn't say so. Maybe she's holding the coffee cup remote. If not friend. Oh man, I keep recasting it instead of picking it up by accident. Here's the astral key. No problem, just takes a couple of tries. And then we open up the chest to get the starry-eyed goggles. Lets you see varying machines. Plus, you know, it's a toy. Interacting with a machine, such as the decryption console, gives you another buff. Adds a new spell to your spellbook. Number sequences. The ability to add or input number sequence. Just to the left of the chest. So now we have a new ability. Okay. That'll come in handy. Once the correct code is entered, corresponding console will unlock a nearby container, allowing you to loot a piece of hate. Ensure you have all of your lucky items in your bags when attempting to do the final console. Step will be complete when you have 9 pieces of hate. You will need these, so hang on to them. Alright. So we've got a variety of codes here. And we have some coordinates as well, so. Here's, hang on. $49.80. Is it different? Gotcha. Oh, and then that's the Konami code. Gotcha. Okay. So let's go into my spellbook. I feel like I just saw it. I just had it. That's peculiar. I lost it. Did you notice that Twitch has a new layout? Honestly, I can't say that I did. It's only in your spellbook when you click the machine. Okay. Alright. 8. 8. 2. 2. 4. 6. 4. 6. Did I do a bad job? Oh, you're right. It is. Okay. You have to hit submit. All right, we got one. I got water down my sleeve. Oh no. One down. Now we need room 430. Music a little loud. A little intimidating. Stop yelling. Take it easy. $42, yeah. Hang on a second. Does it matter what order I do it in? It might. may as well go in order. So that one's in this room somewhere. Let me just poke around for a sec. If you don't have the code, is this like an escape room where you have to find the code through clues in the room? Probably. I'm scared of the floor. The amount of text on... I guess that's a different thing. Well, it's not, though. Oh, okay. All right. One, 7, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 7. Submit. Loot the box. Number 2. The reason I'm going in order is just so I don't get confused and lose my place basically and forget which ones I have or have not done, because I think that could tank me for a while. So now we're gonna go do the Rubin code. So that one's over this way. Maybe not exactly this way. Maybe up the stairs. Up and around. Five, 2, 2, 3. And this is a great place to acknowledge the valiant efforts of those gone before us that actually figured out these answers. So there's Rubinstein's safe. There's piece of hate number 3. I think we're getting the hang of it. Here, number 1 code. Down this way. Wild people figure this out. I was reading just a little snippet of the secret guide, and it was talking about how it was discovered, and my brain fried about 10 seconds in. So I think this is the here number 1. Oh, no, not just my number pad. Okay. It looks like handy notes or all the things or something is also putting the code on the mouse over directly. But working through this guide is working well. There's the second one, gonna be around the corner. And then we have the here with an A. Way up at the top. Take Takes a bit of getting used to. This is what the mount looks like, if any of you haven't seen it yet. That's what we're working towards eventually. There's 115. That's piece of hate number 6. We have a violence code. At the very far end. Hello. Hello, Maladol. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. I'm catching up on the earlier parts of the Felcycle secret. Hanging on. I get that. Well, happy to have you hanging on. Hanging out here. I have a kitty cat on my lap. I was going to say not bragging, just sharing, but kind of bragging. It's a nice cat. Handwritten code. This bypasses an awful lot of puzzle solving. And then slots will be the last one, which is what we have all this lucky stuff for. I'll summon my lucky duck at the end too. As soon as they start talking about ciphers, I feel like I'm instantly lost. Oh, so any slot machine, I guess. What's my preferred one? Well, I mean, I don't think it matters. This one's facing a different way. This one's by the door. There must be interesting data about which ones people tend to pick. Going over here. What's a lucky ducket? I have, for a summary of my lucky items. Uh-oh. I lose my starry-eyed goggles. I have a lucky shirt on. I have a lucky Tortolan charm, a lucky horseshoe, a lucky charm, a lucky dragon's claw, the lucky duck buff, and a lucky shirt on. I could move the lucky shirt back to my bags if it's important. But the goggles seem to be maybe like all the machines disappeared. I don't know if the duck's gonna work. Is there a lucky title? I don't think so. What happens if I click off the duck? What happened? I broke it. Remember your emergency survival kit. Keep it together. Trying to finish the Shadowlands campaign, Dragonflight campaign, and the War Within. You think you won? Did I get a piece of hate? I do have 9 pieces of hate. Oh. I guess I just won. I guess that's all there was. I thought I was gonna be there for a while. Alright, well, never mind. I'm pretty, like, I have a macro I can run, but I'm pretty sure we got them all. Yeah. True. Done. Great. Time for 4 o'clock doom. Do you feel like a winner? I feel surprised. I'm confused. I've noticed we've been lighting up these lovely orbs, so that feels nice to have some progress. If you're lucky, someone else will already summon a Doomguard. Purchase a scroll. Head to Uther's Tomb, Western Plaguelands. So I'm going to get there once again via my handy pet battle portal. What was your favorite WoW secret to go through? Jennifer comes to mind. That was kind of cute. But mostly just because I liked getting the chunky ghost kitty. 5 o'clock is the pet battle. Gotcha. Elian, that's a great question, and I don't know. I've heard a lot of complaints about that bug. She chunky. Haven't logged on for like a month. Can you describe what that was? We are working through the Rat's Revenge Felcycle secret today. There's a mount at the... Well, not quite at the end of it. There's a mount... some amount of the way through it. And quite a bit of it has been discovered. So I'm following the write-up. I have the Scroll of Fellbinding already. We bought that. Rumor is that Blizz has a fix for Shadowlands start on Tuesday. That would be good. That would be good news. Oh, there's a Doomguard here. Look at any of the hidden graffiti on the floor. Oh. Use a macro to make sure you completed it. Yep, done. Alright. Thank you, somebody else. Appreciate it. 5 o'clock is Muffin. Prepare a battle pet team. If the Darkmoon Fair is active, you can fight him. I think we could also do it... go to the Timeless Isle and find the entrance to the Cave of Lost Spirits. Can I just do it at the anniversary grounds, or like, is that cheating? Do I need to do it somewhere else? Because Darkmoon Fair is not up right now. Has to be Timeless Isle. I thought Jeremy Fiesel was just in the anniversary grounds. That one won't work. Can you imagine completing any of the WoW secrets without a write-up? I cannot. Yeah, they seem meant to be a team effort. Started trying to do Felcycle, got frustrated, started Lucid Nightmare, now at the Endless Halls. Yeah. How do I want to get to the Timeless Isle? What are my options here? I'm gonna go via Stormwind. And I'm just gonna fly from the Jade Forest. I don't have a teleport trinket to Timeless. It's a good idea if you have such a thing. I have a 5-minute buff to finish this pet battle once you speak to the NPC. It's so stressful. Okay. That should be fine. I'm not too worried about that. Overconfident. Flimsy shield. Okay, Cave of Lost Spirits in the Timeless Isle. Let's get our Tom command. Let's fly to the Jade Forest. Randomly started working on Underbelly Tycoon again. Ooh, how far are you in? I am in the same boat of having started it and then left it behind, but I think I'm only like 5k of 20k. Oh, you have to get to him and then do the battle? Oh. Well. See what we can do. If we can't get there in time, then we'll try again tomorrow, I suppose. Bring bandages. I have 282. Unless you mean, like, healing my character kind of bandages, in which case I'm out of luck. Once inside, finds Arhim. Enter the spirit realm. Do not loot any chests. Find him at the back of the cave. Challenge him to a pet battle. Once beaten, he'll offer a quest. Complete it to get a golden muffin. If you need to reset your daily lockout, you can use the ghostly brazier located near the top of the spiral staircase. You may need to relog. This sounds easy enough. You know, famous last words. This is the muffin bit. No, they were on this for a while. Got the Rivendare map this week. Out of luck. Maybe your luck's just getting fired up. Oh, a bunch of people in here. Oh, hey. How you doing? I'm ready. Should I be like sneaking? Ah, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. This is terrible. I have a feeling I've done something wrong. So confident. Okay. Talk to your skull friend again. I could see the appeal of doing this on a demon hunter. What are you supposed to do here? Run by while somebody else is taking all the heat? Works for me.
Oi, that's enough gabbing for me today.
Pets used are the Wicker Pup, Phoenix Wishwing, and Snowclaw Cub. Would you sign my petition to rename Theramore to There No More? Is that too soon? Ah, jeez. I don't know how I would have gotten through that narrow part of the hallway if somebody else hadn't taken the heat for the ghost first. Jumping maybe, but that's never really been my strong suit. This is an area where it's really nice to have a pet battle script ready. Classic Dark Souls troll near a cliff. Let pass while the mobs were busy with some other poor sap. Yeah, working on the secret. Pretty good for today. We made it this far and we just started this morning, so I'm happy. And this team has made short work of this particular fight. Just got them out. Congratulations. There we go, no problem. And we get our muffin. Got our golden muffin, and then we take our golden muffin 9 pieces of hate to Booty Bay. I don't have a Booty Bay teleport ring. Storm one again. How far are you? 5 of... I don't know. People mention other parts taking a long time or like being really involved or difficult, so I don't know if those are the solving parts or just the executing parts, but I feel like I'm not at the worst of it yet. Dungeon puzzles the worst. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe that's not happening today. This next one is not going to be too bad, but we got to go to Booty Bay first. Watchers take a while unless you use the Solver website. That part seemed easy. Yeah. Yeah, the pet battle wasn't too bad for me. I used the Wicker Pup, Phoenix Wishwing, Snowclaw Cub team with the associated strategy that's on WoW Zufu's pet guides. How is it going? So far, so good. Yeah, Watchers is 7 o'clock, so we just finished 5 o'clock, or we're about to finish 5 o'clock when we get to Booty Bay. There's a Solver website for Watchers. That's good to know. Better get that Endless Holes add-on. I ended up getting... just using, like, the digital version of graph paper and a pen to do Endless Halls. But that's because I'm a little dumb and the add-on in my brain were not interfacing very well. I tried the add-on for a bit and I got stuck with it. Pointless treasure salesman. This way. Just hate adding too many add-ons. That kind of thing, you know, you can try it with the add-on and then just delete it as soon as you're done. It's not like it's an add-on that you're going to need for very long. Writing out Endless Halls on paper was easier. I'm glad someone else had that same experience as me. Definitely use paper also. Thanks to daylight savings time, get to catch you for half an hour. Hi, Spooky Snacks. Yeah, a couple of people use the chaos approach for Endless Halls too. Just wander around, hope for the best until it works out. And, you know, some people probably did that and got real lucky and got it done right away. And then some people are still there. You can hear their screams through the walls. Inside the goblin statue. We have to go inside. Oh. I see. I saw it for a second. Is it one of the skeletons? Yes, it is. Relic of Crystal Connections. Da-da-da! Only works on crystals attuned with this relic. Ah, jeez. Allows you to enter and exit the room with a humming crystal above its entrance for future steps. But we can do altars. Oh man, there's a lot of altars. All altars are located in Northern Stranglethorn in the uninstanced version of Zul'Gurub. Well, at least that's alright then. It's not far from here. Uninstanced Zul'Gurub. Okay. Let's see how fast we can whip this out. The transmog might stop us up. We'll have to see. I don't know if I have all the transmog cloaks. I have not died in hardcore. Flabby wasn't available today, so I thought it was a good day to start work on secrets. Okay, so we're going to Blood Altar first. That should be straightforward and easy. Can be done with help with others, whether they're grouped with you or not. Different people use different items to help you get credit. So you don't need all of them, but if there's nobody around, then you would. So is this the Blood Altar? Looks like it. So let's use the blood Throbbing blood orb. And then let's use... I think it probably got it already, but... pet with blood in its name. Blood boil. Pet with blood. I think this one already triggered. Spirit depart satisfied with your acquisitions. Okay. So I think... You'll know the NPC is pleased when they give the chat message. Okay. So I got the emote, so that one's done. Corrupt altar. Really close. I guess if there's a lot of people around an altar, I should just do it. Is this a void altar? Shadow Priest NPC on it, yeah. Oh, no. I didn't have to do any of them for that. That's funny. People doing this one? What's this? This is the corrupt one, I think, with the shawling. That's funny. Seems a little more active than the pug costume thing. I'm hoping corrupted is good. Oh, what about the accursed home of the Sargerai? Oh no, I'm looking the wrong spot. No, I'm not. Shawling NPC corrupted. Cursed tome. Transmog would be the last one. I still have my pet out. There's a corrupted blood. Should I do the secret stuff now? Wait, do it all at once? I think that you should start now because some of these things are easier if there's other people in the area also doing them. A couple of times now I've benefited from just people being busy with it because an important part was discovered today. Oh, there we go. There's 3. I've gotten a little off track with which ones are which. This is a Venthyr NPC? Question mark? Is this the Sin Altar? Yeah, looks like it. Bondable Sin Stone. Sin Heart. I don't know about a time limit. I don't think so. I guess I'm getting maybe a little confused about which ones I have and have not done, because there was one that I definitely didn't do anything for. I was just nearby it trying to figure out what it was and it happened. Oh, maybe I need my torch. Oh, that one's good. That spirit's going. Spending my birthday watching Hazel's stream. Happy birthday! I hope you have a lovely day. This is the sin altar. Or no, this is the, pardon me, the lust altar. So we've got the Sister of Temptation. The romance novel kit that we spent 3,500 gold for. And Rose Famous Polish. I can also check here and see which ones I'm missing. So sin is done, corruption is done, lust still needs doing. So this is the one that we're working on right now. I've got my Sister of Temptation, or someone's got a Sister of Temptation out. Yeah, I have mine out too. I've got my Morose Polish. I assume you have seen Love Actually? I have. Oh, there we go. Satisfied. Which means that you can use your starry-eyed goggles and look at the wall between the blood and the void altars. If I remember where that was. Oh, there's a big chest. Loot the ancient shaman blood. Gross. Biohazard. You know how old Keira Knightley is in that movie? I feel like she's 7 years old in every movie. Like, she's always younger than you expect her to be. I don't know if I've seen her in anything since she's grown up. I'm sure she's been acting. Oh, man. Yep, 7. Alright, that's 6 o'clock. Altars are done. So, like, here's the thing. Let's take a look at where we're at on this secret. She's 17. So we've done up to this part. We've made it to 7 o'clock. Watchers and rats are the two things that I've heard the most about. So I'm a little nervous about starting them with 19 minutes left to go on stream. Head to the Isle of the Watchers in Asuna and summon your Warden Owl pet. Visit the Owl of the Watchers statues, clicking on one if you're able to interact with it. If successful, will cause a colored effect. You may need to keep clicking and wait until you finally see the magnifying glass animation. Your goal is to receive one of each colored buff for your pet. You may have to make several rounds to collect all the buffs. So that's not the hard part. You can use the 4 owl statues just before the entrance to track your buff status. You'll see the glowing color corresponding. So you just visit the things and get the buff. A lot of trouble with 8 because I can't count. Didn't understand you're supposed to kill the rats after counting. Enter the Vault of Warden's dungeon. Kill all the bosses up to and including Cordana. Pick up the light. And climb back to just before the first boss's room. The room on the right is now open. Bring the orb and the pet. Loot the statue. Receive an item. Head back down to Glazer. Place it in the center. This will spawn a puzzle. The objective is to lower all the statues down into their tile. You can use the Watcher Solver website to assist. Any preference between Watcher Solver or Owl Puzzle Solver? Anybody used one or the other and liked it? Once you solve it, loot the Warden's Mirror from the chest that spawns. So I could maybe do this in 20 minutes if I'm really lucky or something. I don't know if it's worth starting. I mean, I guess if I have the item, we can just get as far as we can. We'll just give it a whirl. So, Asuna means back to Stormwind. Because the portal room will be good. Overtime means overtime pay. Overtime ads. Go over by like 2 hours. Or you could do it tomorrow. The rats, I think, is going to be a big project as well. Let's go to Asuna. But it seems like if I get some of the items from the dungeon, it wouldn't be the end of the world to like come back tomorrow and do the puzzle then. This rat counting thing sounds deranged. But that's a later me problem. We're not worried about that yet.
The Burning Legion advances on Asuna. We must thin their ranks to
Isle of the Watchers. Down this way. At least it's not far. I'm just going to get lost in the dungeon. I'm not even going to be on the puzzle part, and I'm just going to be lost trying to get to the appropriate rooms. Did you take off your shirt? No, I still have the lucky shirt on. Is that a problem? Who figures this stuff out? Smarter people than me. Here's my Tom command.
You need not do this alone.
Alright, here's my fledgling warden now. Oh, yeah, no, I've got Morose's armor polish on. It was important for the Lust Altar. So, click on it. I can't do that. Why not? If successful, you may need to keep clicking and wait until you see the item. I guess I can put on the torch for no reason why not to. I have the pet owl out. It's right here. The what now? The Lust statue. Here, I'll take the armor polish off anyway. Wowhead says I just need to keep using it. Visit the statue. Click it if you're able to interact with it, which I can. If successful, it'll get a colored effect. You may need to keep clicking and wait until you see the animation. And your pet flying in a small circle twice. Alright, let's try a different statue. Let's just fly around and look for them. There's so many coordinates. They're big. Can't I just find one?
What surprises
No.
await us?
Maybe this part will get me stuck for a while.
I am here to help.
You say it's gonna have an effect around it already? Like before I've even done anything?
What surprises await us?
My bird juice. My bee's out of gas. Well, that one didn't seem to have an effect. Oh, that one's exciting. There's gotta be something going on here. What?
What surprises await us?
I think I just banished myself. I'm very confused. You do have 3 surges. Yeah, true. Now you got the buff? Oh, yeah, it's green. My pet doesn't have a buff. I have a buff. I'm confused, though. We'll just see if we can find 4 different colors. They were, like, really big and obvious, so that was something. I wonder if any of them are, like, in caves or anything. Are there any owls over here? Or is this more like a robot? Oh no, here's something.
Ghost mage has managed to conjure up a being of wild magic.
Did I lose my owl? My owl might have fallen behind. He's still green, or do I have to get it back? Did he do any loopy loops? This was purple. Maybe it's not anymore. Oh man. This may work better at a different time with more coffee. I don't know what the extraction button has to do with it. Something. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just CC. I mean, I'd love to get at least this part. Well, I don't know. They said that when my pet's fully buffed, it's gonna get a permanent little thing, so that would be nice if that was true. If it was permanent, so I could do some of it now and then some of it later. It's alright, this one's weird. Well, we'll give it our best shot. I mean, I think I see what the spell effect looks like now. And we've seen 2 of the colors. I'm just not clear if I've done it correctly. But I think I can pretty safely just keep flying around and hoping for the best. To stay even if you have to resummon it. What if I have to resummon? I think I'm going too fast. Like, I might have to resummon the owl mid. I don't know if it still retains the progress of the first 2 I did. It certainly doesn't look right anymore. Check at the beginning of the warden's instance. Oh, right. Like outside, or do I have to zone in? Here, let's take a look. Past the first gate.
You need not do this alone.
None of these are lit up, so I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Oh no. I'm gonna switch to static flying too. I also, because that's my theory as to why I lost my summon, was because I got too far away from it. I was going too fast. I have a loop thing? They all look green. Oh, I'm stuck in combat somehow. That's a bit strange. I wonder if I can get rid of anything.
Our enemies will drown in shadows.
Took a long time for my buff to stick. This might be a start today, finish tomorrow kind of situation. Especially now that I'm stuck in combat. That's not great. There we go. I don't even know if I've like found all of the different locations of the thing. I don't know what the rat counting thing is like, but I'm starting to look forward to it. Sounds nicer than this. I'd like a good old secret grind. I wonder if you could just hang out by one and wait for other people to turn them off and on until it shows up. That might be an idea. It's very rainy over here. Makes you appreciate the simplicity of progression. I guess that's the thing that's... I just don't want to feel like I'm losing progress because I messed up. I don't want to feel like I'm going backwards. What's for lunch? Almost lunchtime. Should eat. Don't skip meals. Food good. I have to check the cupboards. Yeah, at least this way I'm not distancing my ward now. But I don't think this is coming together at this particular time. I really didn't think this was going to be the hard part. I thought that the hard part of the Watcher one was going to be the actual puzzle. And maybe that will be as well, but, you know. Starting to look like that's a later me problem. If I kill that boss, it could give me some sandals.
Meddling ghost mage has managed to conjure up a being of wild magic. Put them back in line.
Oh, the green one's back. I don't think I need the green
The
one.
echoes of magic have subsided. You have our thanks.
I am here to help.
So my thing did the thing again. That's nice. And I got the spell glass, but I'm pretty sure green was what I already had. I don't think I needed it again. My owl's very happy. This green has 2 color buffs on it? I cannot figure out how you guys can see this. I really can't. It's probably something more obvious than whatever I'm trying to think of that I've just missed. These things? I mean, I had one that I used because I didn't know what it did, so I just clicked on the button. Is it a buff? I thought it was an ability. As far as I know, no indicator except the circling. Magnifying glass. This seems like one of those things that's going to drive people nuts because it's so wonky that everyone's going to have, like, a thing about how it works, and not all of them are going to mesh with each other. Some of the advice is going to contradict other parts of the advice. I'd love to find... I think I just need 2 more, though. Maybe even 1 more. This buff isn't very long, so I'm hoping that it's not important, because that particular buff only lasts like a minute or so. Yeah, I have the list of statue coordinates. I'm just making poor choices, I suppose. This might be a better Tomorrow Me project. Maybe even off-stream project. We'll see. I am going to think about wrapping up because I don't think I'm really getting a whole lot more accomplished here. But we made great progress. We made it all the way to the Watchers thing. I'm pretty pleased with that. That means the pet battle part's done. Nothing to complain about there. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the company. I hope you had a good time here in the stream. Sorry if it's a bit frustrating to watch, but we're doing our best. I'm excited to... I don't think we're crazy far from actually getting the bike. Maybe that's naivety. We'll see. But I'm going to keep working on this on stream at some point. I'm not quite sure what my schedule is yet. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.